What's happening, people? I'm James Andre Jefferson Jr. Welcome to Off the Mic Podcast, the #1 podcast that you listen to right now. It might be a lie, because, I be here and there. If you listen on Spotify, good news, you can watch it on video now. If you listening on iTunes, or wherever you listening to, you can listen on YouTube, video, all that good stuff. Anyway, that's just new. 2022, we had to level up a little bit. I know a bunch of y'all been DMing me and saying where the podcast. I kind of low-key was waiting for the beginning of the year. And I hate that I said that, because I want to talk about people with New Year's resolutions. Like I know somebody. Fuck it. I have an aunt that has the same New Year's resolution for the last 8 years. I'm saying you got to switch it up, because obviously this whole plan that you're trying to come up with ain't gonna work. Like, if you've been working, like back in the day, I say like 2000 and let's just say, oh wait, if you met somebody or somebody's working on music, they say they working on a mixtape. You don't know how difficult it was back in the day to actually have to do all this stuff. I mean, this is just 2009. We ain't even gonna talk about the 60s and the 80s when the people was hustling, making music. I'm talking about just a few years. I get it. But in 2022, you can get a laptop, if you got one, and a microphone for less than $80, and if you can't come up with $80, then you might not want your dreams. You better go out there and sell some drugs. It's something. There's something you could do to get the money to pursue your dream. So what I'm trying to say is there ain't no excuse. Like, I always tell people that the people that don't have pictures on social media get on my damn nerve. Back in the day on MySpace, I had to take a picture, a physical picture like this. I know this ain't a picture. I had to go to the scanner, scan the picture. Then I would have to save that file and get it to my computer somehow with all the porn viruses on it, and then get the picture up. So if I got a picture back in the day, you can get a picture with all the technologies built in your damn phone. Do you feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. Speaking about phones, there was a study, official study. I make a lot of jokes about this, and it's about people that use Android phones, okay? So the study came to the conclusion that Android phone users are considered a turnoff for potential dating partners. Now, a lot of Android people get upset when people say stuff like that. The truth, I'm gonna keep it 100. This is from a diehard Apple person. I used to have an Android. I used to have a BlackBerry. I had it all, but I love iPhone. I'm gonna tell you, they all the same thing. This device with some technology in it, probably built somewhere in China somewhere. It's all the same. There's nothing different. What we pay for as iPhone users is the community. It's literally probably iMessage. Yeah, literally that is it. Like when we see green bubbles pop up on our phone, we get annoyed. Now it made me think about it. Maybe you can feel like I'm trying to see how to say this. It makes me feel like you know how white people was like segregated and racist towards black people for no reason at all. It's the same thing with the iPhone users. It's just like we are all human. We just got a little difference. We got a little sexy skin tone and whatnot. You hate us for that, and we hate y'all for them green bubbles. Hey, blue bubbles only over here. You know what I mean? It's just it's here. That means if you got a baddie you trying to holler and she ain't give you no time to play, switch over to iPhone. She might give you some flash, shows what I'm trying to say. But all right, so what I want to talk about was Antonio Brown. If you don't know, a lot of people, like, I made some jokes about Antonio Brown. We all been saying things about Antonio Brown. And my fiance, she had to leave the keys right there, right now. We got a whole place, and she wanted to leave these loud ass keys on the desk. I don't know why she felt she see me filming, and she came in like this. The hell was that? Crazy ass. Anyway, Antonio Brown, it was like third quarter. They was playing the team, the Bucks. He decided he got in an argument or something. He took off his jersey, took off his shoulder pads, threw him in the crowd and left. Everybody calling Antonio Brown, saying he on drugs, he doing all this. It's not. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Football players, they might not be on drugs. Just go outside or go to your uncle or go somewhere and just bang your head up against somebody for 10 years straight. Something's gonna be wrong with you. I promise you. What's the movie with Will Smith? It was Concussion. The movie Concussion. Players like Antonio Brown, unfortunately, we all died. Hope Antonio Brown, it might be 90 years from now when he passes away, or it might be 5 years, whenever it is. Whenever that happens, I want them to, as soon as they open up his brain, it's going to look like scrambled eggs. Because that boy is so far gone, and the NFL is at fault for it. NFL is out here killing niggas. Like, just a couple weeks ago, some dude that discovered CTE. Will Smith, I tell the truth. Tell the truth. Come on, I'm trying to tell you. Antonio Brown, he is a victim of CTE. And that stuff messes with you. And he's had so many moments. This brother got into it. I don't know if it was domestic violence with the mother of one of his children. He barely got back in the league. Come to find out, he tried to lie about the corona test. The team stood behind him. Tom Brady, the GOAT. Look here. I ain't even a Tom Brady fan, but I could say he the GOAT. The GOAT stood up for Antonio Brown. Had COVID protocols. And then the next day he starts showing out it's CTE. Not saying this is an excuse, but I'm trying to tell y'all some of these football players is messing up. There was a boxer. I know boxing. Me and my lady got in an argument. Would you rather have your son play football or boxing? And I think football in my case. I forgot what I said. It don't even matter. But it's just all these sports that you bang your head up. It's CTE. You don't get messed up. It's a violent ass sport. And then some people say, well, they make a lot of money. Players like Antonio Brown make a lot of money. True that. So if you want to sign up for a potential CTE, that's on you. But keep in mind, there's a lot of football players that don't make that much money. They just out there living their life as best as they can. There's so many damn football players that don't make that money. You know, a lot of people don't make that much money. And that's why when you hear people say, oh, all football, like, this is an ignorant statement because I don't know if it's true or not, but I could safely assume at the smallest level when it comes to the NBA and the smallest level when it comes to NFL, the NBA players probably make more. And it's just, it's there. The evidence is there. Do you care? You probably don't. You still gonna watch. I'm still gonna watch. I could acknowledge the fact that they out here fucking niggas up, and I still gonna watch. It is what it is. It's just like the situation. Well, just a horrible transition. Now I think about it, because they don't got nothing to do with nothing with each other. The Rock and Vin Diesel beefing. The Rock. So all right. Give you a little background history of what happened. First of all, after Fast and the Furious 1, 2, 3, Tokyo Drift were whatever. I even say some of them were trash, okay? But you stayed because you messed with the franchise. Vin Diesel wasn't even in 2, 3, and Tokyo Drift, but they still kept it going. One person brought this whole franchise back to life until where we are to today. Like, if this one individual did not come to this movie, I don't think Fast and the Furious would be around. And that's The Rock. He had one of the best introductions as far as like a movie when it comes to like this is a new character. When Fast and the Furious 5, if you've seen it, he came off an airplane looking for Vin in there. It was just a dope ass part, and he played a big part in the success of Fast and the Furious. Now, down the line, you're dealing with a lot of stars. You're dealing with R&B stars, Tyrese. You're dealing with, at the time before he passed away, Paul Walker. You're dealing with Vin Diesel. You're dealing with all these cats. There's been problems after problems with the Fast and Furious cats. There was one story that came out pretty much in their contracts. Some of them have, like The Rock, Vin Diesel, I don't know who else, but they have in their contract that they can't be seen losing a fight, which is wild to me. What do you mean? You can't lose a fight in a movie? Like Bruce Willis lost plenty of fights in Die Hard. Well, he didn't lose them. He looked like he lost them. It didn't make me think difference of Bruce Willis. Like, you feel me? Like, you could lose a fight in a Fast and the Furious movie, and then there was a big thing about somebody's trailer being bigger. I think somebody got upset at The Rock had a bigger trailer than somebody. The Rock came out. This is all from 2014 to about 2020, 2019, whenever the Hobbs and Shaw movie came out. There's just so much drama. And then so there was a situation where I guess it was bad on set. So Universal came out and was just like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a movie just for you within the Fast and the Furious universe called Hobbs and Shaw. Okay, at this time, Tyrese, look, I gave Antonio Brown the CTE excuse, but I ain't seen Tyrese hit his head. So I don't know. Tyrese was going on Instagram calling The Rock out, calling him selfish, saying, don't make the movie, you ruining the franchise, the fans want this, I'm not coming back if you do this. And Tyrese, if Universal's in a meeting and you tell them it's either me or The Rock, I promise you they're going to choose The Rock. The Rock is the #1 movie star in the world, so you put yourself in a bad situation. So The Rock did Hobbs and Shaw, was successful, and I guess that was his exit out of the Fast and Furious franchise. But there was a lot of drama between him. I heard there was word on the street that him and Vin Diesel didn't get along. Anyway, fast forward to about a couple weeks ago, Vin Diesel posted this post up. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Read it out to y'all, cause it don't do no justice. Hopefully he didn't delete it. Did he delete it? Did bruh delete the post? Oh, bruh delete the post. Well, anyway, it said it's not here. Let me look this one more time. Okay, it's not here. So pretty much in the post, Vin Diesel is begging. First, he starts off to my little brother, The Rock. Well, nigga, hey, come on, don't disrespect The Rock like that. And then he goes in there and say, we're about to do Fast and Furious 10, which felt like 30. I thought it was Fast and Furious 97 already. But anyway, we about to do 10, and you got to come do the final one with us. This is what Paul Walker wanted. He brought up Paul Walker, and then he brought up his own kids, saying, my kids call you Uncle Dwayne over here. You got to come complete your destiny. I'm like, your destiny, nigga? This Fast and Furious ain't the Bible, my nigga. But anyway, so a couple days later, The Rock responds saying pretty much like, Vin Diesel's very manipulative. You shouldn't have brought up Paul Walker or your kids. That's childish. He didn't say that's childish. But The Rock is right. The Rock also goes on and says, months ago, sometime in the summer, me and you talked about this and how I felt, and we both came to a agreement that I'm not going to do it. So for you to do this, it's kind of like you're begging, and it's just like, bring John Cena back. John Cena was the last one. I don't know if you've seen the last Fast and the Furious, but they put two niggas, Ludacris, Tyrese, in space in a Pontiac. The franchise, as long as you know that you're going to see some ridiculous BS in Fast and the Furious, it's a good movie. But other than that, I don't even know, like, what else to do with that. It's just the whole franchise started off with a cop that liked a bad guy's sister, and they all just become family. Now, if there's a problem on Earth, it could be global warming, a big bad guy, whatever. It's not called the FBI, called the National Guard. No, let's call Vin and his crew. Now, how did we get from family drama to an international spy team? It's just crazy to me. Like, what? At what point did that happen? And it just gone so far. I love it though. I ain't gonna lie. I love it because it's just, you go, you drink, you smoke, whatever. It's a good ass movie sometimes. But I don't know what they're gonna do in 10, how they topped it. But anyway, to close that chapter off, I'm Team The Rock. It's not because The Rock followed me on Instagram. It's just if you're handling business, you don't call the person out via social media and then say, oh, this is what the dead actor that everybody loves, Paul Walker, wanted. And it's just like, why would you? Don't use Paul Walker to get The Rock in a movie. Like that's strange. That's some strange. Hey, you know what? This is what Martin Luther King wanted for you to cut. Like you tell a girl, like, hey, Martin Luther King would want you to suck me up. What? You brought up Martin Luther King for that? It just don't make no damn sense. But y'all, this is the first episode of the year. Remember, if you're on Spotify, you can watch it. YouTube channel's up. You can watch it. If you just want to listen while you're riding down the coast, going to work, whatever. I'm just letting you know there is a video side to the podcast off the mic right now. You can check me out on all my social media platforms at James Jefferson J. My girl earlier dropped some keys on the table, so she probably think I got to go somewhere. But just make sure you James Jefferson J, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. And just remember one time, if you want to go up against The Rock and you're Tyrese, just know you're going to lose that one every single time with your dumb ass.